You're scrolling through pictures of your dream life abroad, thinking it's one long perfect vacation. But what happens when the Instagram filters finally comes off? That dream can turn into a bureaucratic nightmare faster than you can say culture shock. A huge number of people who move end up regretting it. Not because the dream was wrong, but because they stumbled into one of these 8 critical mistakes I will be sharing with you today. We're about to walk through the exact pitfalls that turn a thrilling adventure into a cautionary tale and show you how to make sure your move is a success. I myself have moved 3 times and I have lived in 4 different continents, and these are the things that I wish someone have told me before my first move. Now, the first mistake is looking into your new country through the vacation colored glasses. You've seen the highlight reel, the vibrant festivals and stunning landscapes, but life abroad isn't a permanent holiday. It's just life in a different place. You'll still do laundry, sit in traffic, and figure out what's for dinner. A new zip code doesn't erase everyday problems, it just adds new ones. Someone might move to Berlin for its legendary nightlife, only to get slammed by the harsh realities of long grey winters and a very competitive job market. This post-arrival blues is a classic symptom of the honeymoon phase ending. To fix this, balance the hype with a dose of reality. Before you pack, talk to people who actually live there. Ask about the boring stuff. What is the commute really like? How hard it is to find an apartment? Researching the day-to-day gives you a much clearer picture. Mistake number 2 can end your dream before you even pack. Navigating immigration is complex. Trust me, I know. And understanding the paperwork is a classical error. People assume a visa is a simple checklist, but it's a minefield of deadlines and confusing legal jargon. Picking the wrong visa, like a tourist visa when you plan to work, can lead to a swift rejection and a red flag on your file. The timelines is another trap. Many countries requires interviews, medical exams, and translated documents, a process that literally can take months. So starting this few weeks before your flight is a recipe for chaos. It's not just about getting the visa, it's about maintaining your legal status. Missing an expiration date or failing to register your address can have serious consequences. So the key is to start early. Always use the official embassy or consulate website as your single source of truth. Detailed checklist, and if you feel in over your head, talk to an immigration professional. Budgeting for a new country based on a quick Google search is a catastrophic mistake. Movers often find their budgets are off by nearly 30% because they forgot about the hidden costs that go way beyond rent. Initial expenses can be a shock, so visa fees, flights, security deposits, and utility setup fees can drain your savings. Someone moving to Hanoi, for example, might take a job without cross-referencing the salaries on a site like Numbeo. They could be shocked to find rents and groceries are double what they thought, derailing their plans totally. Plus, fluctuating exchange rates and local inflation can make your budget obsolete. Your mission is to build a realistic budget, so use tools like Numbeo for a detailed breakdown, but also dig down into local real estate sites to see what rents actually cost. Then add 20 to 30% buffer to your total budget. This safety net will cover unexpected costs and the initial period where you're just spending more to get set up. Oh, everyone there speaks English. Famous last words. While that may be true in tourist hubs, it's rarely the case when you're dealing with the real-world logistics of life. Simple things like setting up a bank account, signing a lease, or even getting Wi-Fi installed can turn into week-long ordeals if you don't speak the local language. Imagine trying to dispute a bill with a landlord who doesn't understand a word of what you're saying. This is a massive source of frustration, and it's a mistake to think you can just get by. So what to do? Start learning the language before you move. You don't need to be fluent, but 50 to 100 essential phrases will make a world of difference. Use apps like Duolingo or Babbel for the basics. When you arrive, also use translation apps to help you with official tasks. But trust me, making an effort shows respect and it opens doors that would otherwise stay shut. Moving to a new country can be incredibly lonely. A huge mistake is assuming that you'll magically make friends without trying. Building social circle from scratch is a hard work, and poor social adjustments is a huge reason why so many international assignments fail. For solo movers, this loneliness can feel 10 times worse. It's easy to fall into a pattern of just going to work and coming straight home, which can quickly lead to depression. And expats might find their job performance is tanking because they are battling loneliness after hours. So you have to be proactive. Before you leave, join Facebook groups for expats in your new city and look for meetup groups centered around your hobbies. Once you move, Make it a goal to attend 1 or 2 social events a week. Also, use apps like Internations or join a local sports team. This will help you build a supportive community and avoid getting stuck in the expat bubbles. Hey, if you're finding these tips helpful and you're serious about making your move abroad a success, make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell. In part 2 of this series, we're going to get into the nitty-gritty of the move itself, from packing and shipping to setting up your finances and healthcare. You don't want to miss it. So, you picked a country, great. But picking a city just because it's famous is a huge mistake. First-time movers often gravitate toward the biggest cities, Tokyo or London, but these places come with a sky-high cost of living and a pace of life that can burn you out. Newcomers to London are often shocked by the insane rents, forcing them to rush into a bad living situation. Choosing a city without considering the lifestyle fit is a recipe for unhappiness. Do you really want a chaotic metropolis, or would a quieter city be a better match for your personality and bank account? The pro tip is to research multiple locations. Don't just default to the capital. Look into 3 to 5 different spots, comparing them on cost of living, job opportunities, and transportation. If you can, take a short trip to explore. If not, use Google Maps Street View and watch YouTube day in the live videos to get the real feel for different neighborhoods. Every country has its own unwritten social rulebook, and not learning the basics can lead to constant awkwardness. This is the real core of culture shock. It's about deep-seated norms that guide everyday life, like communication styles, attitude toward punctuality, and workplace etiquette. For example, an American in Asia might not understand the importance of hierarchy in meetings and speak out of turn, creating friction. Or in France, la bise, a kiss on both cheeks, is normal and can be uncomfortable if you're not expecting it. These cultural missteps can pile up, making you feel like an outsider. The bottom line is, do your homework. Read guides on cultural etiquettes for your destinations. The Culture Shock book series is a great resource. Watch documentaries, talk to people from that culture, and also consider a free online course on cross-cultural communication. Packing for an international move is a logistical nightmare, and people usually mess it up by either bringing everything or just a single suitcase. Shipping your entire life is incredibly expensive, and you can get hit with surprise taxes and storage costs at customs. On the other hand, arriving with too little means you'll spend your first weeks in a frantic, overpriced shopping frenzy while you're jet-lagged and overwhelmed. This is a stressful and massive drain on your starting budget. The strategy is downsize ruthlessly. Sell, donate, or store most of your stuff. For the thing you must bring, consider shipping them after you found a place to live. Pack a first month's essential kits in your checked luggage with a couple of weeks worth of clothes, important medicines, power adapters, and key documents. And always check the customs regulations of your new country. So, moving to a new country is one of the most rewarding things you can do. But that reward is earned through smart preparation. The biggest mistakes aren't about picking the wrong place, but about failing to plan. Romanticizing the destination, ignoring visas, underestimating costs, and skipping cultural research are all avoidable pitfalls. By starting your research early, building a budget with a buffer, learning the language basics, and proactively building a social network, you're not just moving, you're setting yourself up for a confident and successful new life. You're turning that dream into reality. Good luck with your move, and thank you for watching.